What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be doing the new and updated top 5 best weapons for ranked arenas. Now, it's been about a month since I made my last video talking about how the top 5 best weapons are in ranked arenas are. So I decided to make this video to give like an update and, see how ranked arenas has changed through how people are using different guns. And also there was a new update. Well, the update happened about 2 weeks ago, so that affected how some guns are with the prices and how they nerfed and buffed some guns. So I decided to make a new video on the new top 5 best weapons for ranked arenas, and in this video for ranking these guns, we're going to take in consideration the prices and how effective these guns are in the early, mid, and late rounds. At number 5, we have the G7 Scout. Now, the reason I have the G7 Scout at number 5 is because I feel like it's the best long range weapon in ranked arenas. You can level it one time to get the Bruiser, and if you level it twice, you could get the Ranger with it. And I feel like around round 3 and 4, you could level it up to where you could get that Ranger, and also you could probably pair it up with another gun. You probably, the reason why I have it at number 5 compared to, 3, 2, or 1 is because it's a weapon where I feel like you do have to have a second weapon. So it does affect how your inventory is because you have to pay for another gun. But I do feel like it is the best long range weapon for ranked arenas. The G7 Scout, in my opinion, is best with a character like Gibraltar, Rampart. I feel like those two legends are best with the G7. Also, Pathfinder can be in there. Try out the G7 Scout if you're using long range or if you're a sniper person in ranked arenas. The G7 will definitely do you good. So at number 4, I have the Vault. Now, the reason I have the Vault at number 4 is because this gun is a gun that can be used in all areas. It's not good in long range, but if you could still hit your opponents and do a little bit of damage to them to where they could see that you could be a threat. But in short to medium range, if you could control this recoil on this gun, which this recoil on the gun isn't very hard, this gun will melt people down. Prowler had got nerfed since I did my last video. It went down from 15 damage to 14 damage. So the Vault submachine gun to where you can strafe quick, and it does hard hitting damage like an assault rifle, and it's pretty accurate. I mean, this gun's real good, and in ranked arenas I feel like it makes it better compared to like BR or regular, because you don't have to look for energy ammo. Energy ammo is, you get a lot of energy ammo within the game or within that round. This gun is versatile and good for all purpose. And not only that, this gun also has a good hip fire also. So when you're in close ranges, you want to use that hip fire. This hip fire is going to help out a lot. I definitely recommend using this gun in ranked arenas. Try this gun out if you're using short range weapons, or if you want to use weapons that are going to get real close to the enemies. And if you're going to use legends like Bloodhound, Octane, Wraith, and even Bangalore, especially with the Digi threat. So try out the Vault, and I have the Vault at number 4. Now at number 3, I have the R301. Now, the R301 was not in my last video. It was a gun that I was considering, but I didn't put it in my last video for the top 5 best weapons. But in this video, I have to put the R301 in the top 5 because of some nerfs that happened to some guns within this newest patch or newest update. So because some guns got nerfed in this new patch or update, it allows the R301 to be used a lot more in arenas, and a lot more people are using it, and this gun is just reliable. The Vault was reliable as well, but this gun right here, you could put a sight on it like the Bruiser or even a Ranger on it, and you could do damage from long range, mid range, and short range. The hip fire on this gun is good as well. Ammo isn't a problem because you get plenty of ammo, especially if you select the P20 as a secondary, or even a RE if you're gonna use that. But just have the light gun as a secondary and you won't run out of ammo. This gun does good damage, its hip fire is good, and It's an accurate gun. I feel like you can never go wrong using the R301. The only downfall to this gun is that you can't purchase it in the first round, and in the second, and more than likely in the third round, you probably won't be able to upgrade it to the blue R301, which is where you could get the bruiser. In my opinion, the best way to use the R301 is when you can upgrade it to the blue level, which allows you to have the bruiser on the R301. This gun allows you to be that slayer on the team. You could just go for kills. You could support your teammates if you want. You could be that person to go in first in fights. As long as you position yourself good, use cover, use head glitches. This gun is, made for all that. It's an all-around good gun, and I feel like a lot of people would have it in their top 5. So in this new top 5 video, I have the R301 at number 3. Now at number 2, I have the L-Star. Now the reason why I have the L-Star at number 2 and not at number 1 is because of the nerf and patch update that happened recently. Before, the L-Star was able to get at 500 materials. Now you can only get it when you spend 600 materials. That means you cannot use it in the first round. And even if you use it in the second round, you probably won't be able to upgrade it. So you're stuck at it with that base level in the second round. When you're able to use it at the third round, then you could probably upgrade it. But the L-Star did receive a nerf. Also with the base of ammo, right? I think they took it down to, if I'm not mistaken, it was originally like 22 bullets before it overheats. Now it's 20 bullets for a regular, and then it keeps going down by 2. So the next level, like let's say if you upgrade it to a white, it goes from 24 down to 22 for when you have to reload it. And yeah, they just nerfed the gun, so I feel like not as many people use it in arenas, and that's a good thing, because before this update, arenas was just filled with L-Stars, but now because of this update, a lot of people have been using different guns. And when you see different guns being used, it just gives the game more variety. You're not forced to use the L-Star, which was the best gun in the game for arenas especially. But with the nerf and the update that it got with the materials, how much you have to spend, I feel like it's a good change to arenas. And the L-Star is still good. That's why I have it at number 2. But you can't use it early round, and I feel like in mid rounds, you have to spend more materials just to upgrade it. That's why I have it down lower, or at least that's why I have it at number 2. Now at number 1, I have the Wingman. Now the reason why I have the Wingman at number 1 is because this gun is probably the most skilled gun in the game, and if you could get good with this gun, you're gonna delete people from the game. You could 3-tap, 4-tap people, and then you could really just burn their shields, burn their health, because of how much damage this gun does. It does 45 damage within a body shot, 90 damage to the head, and this gun's like very rewarding as well. But in early rounds, like within the first 2 rounds, I feel like, especially with the L-Star being nerfed to where you can't get the gun in the first round, the Wingman, it just dominates the enemies in the first 2 rounds, to be honest with you. If you have this Wingman, and if you're good with it, 2 shots to the enemy, you do 90 damage to them. And because you do 90 damage to them, they're burning all the resources, because they start off with 2 shield cells and 2 syringes. And more than likely in the first round, they're not able to get extra shields or extra health. And also, not only that, the Wingman, you don't really have to upgrade it, right? I feel like majority of the time, most players, like high level players, they'll only upgrade the Wingman like maybe once, all the way through like the 6th or 7th round when they have a whole bunch of materials. And when they have a whole bunch of materials, then they'll probably upgrade it like 2 or even maxed, right? But the Wingman, you don't have to max it out or spend a lot of materials to upgrade the gun. And that's one of the reasons why it's also number 1, because it helps you get other resources like batteries, health, grenades, and even get you a second gun, because the Wingman doesn't have to be upgraded. So you're talking about the price on the Wingman you could get in the first round. you can save your materials in later rounds, like 2nd to 5th round, because you don't really need to upgrade it. You can only upgrade it like one time, and more than likely the people are upgrading it one time just for the red dot sight. It's effective because you can have 45 damage to the body and you're burning the enemy's resources a lot just because of one shot. And this gun is also good for close range battles too, because you could strafe quick with it since it's a pistol. So you could strafe, you could hit effectively, and the price on it is good. So that's why I have the gun at number 1. Let me know what you guys think of this video, and if you agree with this top 5, or if you disagree, let me know what gun you think should be in this top 5. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.